The difference is he can actually prove all his shit.
He did not.
But I think the reason Ben fired her was because
he
she
just
said
made a counter argument just to have a counter argument, and then she called him out on that.
What did she call him out on? She didn't win a single debate. It's same thing with when she debated fucking Blair White. As soon as you show her that she's stupid, she throws a fucking race card. So bullshit, dude. I don't know where.
But yeah, I think Ben fired her because she said and questioned some things against Israel, and he's like, "Nope, you're gone."
No, she was saying bad shit about his wife on fucking Twitter or something.
No, is that what it was?
That's part of it, yes.
Jesus Christ! In case you guys don't know, we're talking about Candace Owens. Currently, Leo is of the opinion that Candace Owens is very intelligent, articulate, and beautiful.
And she is beautiful.
Well, fair enough. And Curtis thinks she's beautiful, but otherwise...
she's a fucking moron.
I didn't even realize we were live.
If Curtis is trying to destroy our beautiful black queen, I would not have that. I would not have that.
And she made a fucking website to dox people so you could fucking tell on them to their boss because they said mean things on the fucking internet. Dude, she's a drifter.
That was before.
Was that before or after she went red pill, right?
She tried lying about it.
Because I know she used to be hard left back in the day. I remember
that was before she
No, she's like Hunter Avalon. She came about when fucking there was nobody on YouTube that was conservative. She tricked everybody and became a fucking millionaire in the process of it.
Was she far left before or like left at all? I mean,
yeah, she was originally leftist.
Yeah, she was far left.
Well, the problem is look how far the left has gone. It's pushed away moderates to our side because they're like, these people are fucking insane.
No, she got on that She got on that fucking bandwagon with Hunter Avalon, and there was a few other like fake conservatives that are all now open lefties again. Like there was a time where you could make a lot of money if you were a minority and fucking pretended to be conservative.
I think that time, but potentially, I mean, like, look at the Hodge twins. Like, they don't particularly, like, they're fine. They say funny things, I guess, but like,
look at me, I'm doing it right now.
They provide, or Leo.
Yeah, but they're funny.
Oh, Leo, he said you're not funny.
Okay.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about dipshit.
I know.
Okay, now he's talking about you.
But let's be honest. Can we really trust any of these motherfuckers, whether they're left or right? They're all fucking shady motherfuckers behind closed doors.
Yeah, a lot of them. I don't
black people.
Well, it's like the same thing with Black Rifle Coffee Company. As soon as they got out of not back in Rittenhouse and actually being like hardcore leftists themselves and donating to a bunch of Democrats and stuff like that, people call their asses out. And Evan Hafer just like doubled, triple, quadrupled down on that bullshit.
Daniel dropped in $5. Said, "How the fuck did you not make it on the official Twitter transphobe list, Handler? I'm very disappointed."
What the hell?
There's a list. I gotta look this up. Hold on.
You can apparently add yourself to it if you wanted to.
Ah, there you go.
Can you? That's hilarious.
Hold on, I'm looking.
Just let him know.
Yeah, he told Matt the same thing the other day, and Matt was like, "Oh, there's a list," which I didn't even know there was a thing. Guess there's a list for everything, huh?
Yeah. Colorado's list is going to be pretty wild directly.
So how's everybody doing?
I'm looking for transphobe list. I'm not
good.
not finding one right now.
Yeah, there's
here's one
official list there.
Okay, there's like 25,000 people. Oh, there's like way more than that. Okay, that's just 25,000 to get to the letter F. Did you search for my name on there, Daniel? Is that what you did?
Oh yeah, you know it.
Like, where's the actual list at? Because I don't find it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
tell us more.
Hey, everybody's. Hey, bras. How's it going, everybody? How are you guys doing tonight? This is E Honda 420 because weed and video games, bread and circus, because we're getting away from the fucking New World Order by ignoring it and putting our heads in the sand like ostriches. Who does that? Yeah, those are ostriches, right?
Yep.
Technically, no.
Yeah, that's like
God damn it, Infernus.
One of
one
those
of the old wives' tales where, like, oh, porcupines can throw their quills.
Right.
Yeah.
You can dig them out of dogs' faces, though. It blows.
Yeah, no shit.
My dog loves porcupines.
But that's one of those things, like, if you believe that porcupines can throw their quills, it's actually beneficial to you because then you'll give them even more space and hence
Okay.
not get fucking quills poked in you. So it's like a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot them.
There are useful lies. Do you think the government does that to us where it's like, oh, the porcupine throws quills, so stay away from them? But it's actually like, we should probably like listen to them because while they're not telling us the truth, they're like, you know.
My childhood is.
I don't know. I heard something about eating bugs, so.
They're just
Yeah.
going to tell me that storks don't deliver babies.
Leo, we're going to have a bad night for you, buddy.
Plus, how there used to be 13 months and they chopped it down to 12, and that's why April 1st is April Fool's Day because they're fooling everybody.
I swear you make stuff up sometimes, Ginger.
Leo still can't believe it's not butter.
I'm laughing at it because it's something I heard the other day. It's kind of funny. Whether it's true or not, I have no fucking clue. It was just hilarious.
Yeah.
So I just found the list. I put it in the back chat.
Okay.
Apparently, there's like at least 7 state reps from Ohio that are actually on the transphobe list.
Nice.
Mm.
Congratulations.
Why are they afraid of them?
Why? Okay.
It's not that. It's that they were. It's a lot.
I
they were
just,
the
I
ones
just the
that were
whole
doing-
phobia. It fucking pisses me off because like
Well, it's
no one
not
knows
even that. It's the
nobody
fact
knows
they
what
were
a
the ones-
phobia actually is.
Yeah, they want to label everything a fucking phobia. You know, it's just ridiculous.
Well, they were also the ones that were trying to push the legislation that would actually protect children from a bunch of pedophiles in the state.
Dude,
We
fucking,
can't have that.
you see that bill they passed for the Congress thing? Like half of that's to fuck our kids up.
What bill?
The deal they kept the government open with, they have a whole shitload of money going to like kids clothing to like reduce breast size and stuff, and
chest
like
binders,
medications and all kinds of
tuck
shit so
stuff
the
and
parents don't
everything
know. Yeah, dude. And like some dude to come in and teach elementary kids about fucking transphobe and like sex and shit. Like what the fuck, man?
Hey, at 5 years old, you need to know how to give a good blowjob.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I learned at age 5, but you know.
Okay, I'm not
Wow.
finding myself on this list. You're right. I'm not on it. How do you add yourself?
Awful.
How do you add yourself?
You have to be way more outspoken, I guess. Like, I don't know.
All right, step
Can
it
I
up.
volunteer for this list? Like, I'm not afraid of you. I just find you disgusting.
Yes.
I'm not afraid of you. Well, technically, I'm afraid of like some trans shooter going to my kid's school because that seems to be a fucking trend these days, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, how many times does that happen? And they're like, "Oh no, it was the weather's weird today, huh?"
It's happened, what, 2 or 3, 4 times now?
Something like
Oh.
that.
Maybe 2.
The most recent one was
At
actually
least
a kid
2.
killing
Well,
their
there was
parents.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
There was a kid that killed their parents the other day and blamed it on the transgenderism.
Well, there was the female to male that shot up that Christian like children's
Yeah.
school
Yeah.
That was
my
my
joke. Tech.
with the manifesto that we still don't have,
Yep.
right?
Never gonna get
Right.
Then there was the Club Q shooting, which doesn't quite fucking meet the definition, but it was a transgender-ish male to female, not fucking presenting correctly, who went to a gay club and tried to shoot it up. You guys remember that in Colorado?
Yep.
And then I forget what there was one more too, wasn't there? Another one recently.
It was a high school kid that went into the school with like a 12 gauge and some other stuff. I think he killed like 2 people and shot a few others, including a couple teachers / principal.
And there was one that just killed his parents, you said?
I think it was a girl that was trying to be a trans man who killed her parents, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
guess
none of those compared to what happened in Russia yesterday.
Yeah, man. We need to talk about that.
I guess I'm transphobic then, you know? I'm afraid of
Right, but the
trannies with guns shooting me.
picked on white boy who shoots up his schools is 50 to 1.
Yeah, that's probably true. But I don't know. Give them 10 years. Let's see if they catch up.
The shitty thing is we won't address the actual issues.
Well, here's the thing. Do you think that if the kids who did Columbine, for instance, were in high school today, dealing with the things that they're dealing with today, with the chemicals and the hormones and everything else going on, and like everything that they're dealing with as kids in social media today, and ended up doing the same thing, that they might not have been transgender? Like, that seems to be like the outsider fucking view. Like, back in the day, it was goth kids, right? Back in the day, it was like dressing all black leather, spikes with like fucking like white powder makeup and black hair.
The friend was a fucking jock and a popular kid. That's what kind of blew everyone's mind. The one kid was all picked on and an outcast, but the other kid was like super popular at a really well-to-do home. His parents made a lot of money.
He just wanted to pull the trigger, man.
Well, the claim is he's the one that actually talked the other kid into it, but that's, I don't know. That's the claim.
I know at least one or both were on SSRIs at the time of the massacre.
Well, and it was nihilism, I think, that fueled it. They were like, the universe is infinite. We are not. Nothing we do matters. Let me prove it to you. You know what I mean? Like, that's the motivation, I think.
So I don't know if this is actually true about the Columbine killers or not, because I was watching that movie Elephant the other day, and that portrayed them as if they were gay for each other. I don't know if that was actually true or not.
I remember seeing something on that too, on the documentary.
Yep, goes back to trans, mental health.
But then other witnesses said no, who hung out with them all. So who knows?
Yeah, but just because they hung out with them all the time doesn't know they actually what they did behind closed doors. Because back then it wasn't a hot button topic like it is these days, for the people be out in the open.
Yeah, in the late 90s, nobody gave a shit.
I mean,
true,
just because they held each other's penises while they peed, does that make them gay?
I had gay friends, no one cared.
Or if you suck one dick, does that really make you gay?
No, if it's coming for your mouth and you're like, that looks delicious, then you might be gay.
I think if you suck one dick,
you're staring into their eyes while doing it.
Oh,
yes.
If you suck one dick, you're a cocksucker for the rest of your life.
No. What if it fell into your mouth by accident?
I mean, you can call me a motherfucker, I guess.
Ooh.
You fucked your mother?
Oh, no, Honda. Naughty.
Yep, I'm not on the list. No E-Honda, no Mad Mark, nothing.
They don't even know what they're.
You gotta try harder.
Yeah, I gotta get those numbers up.
Yeah,
you got rookie numbers. Pump those numbers up, baby.
Speaking of numbers, is there a goal that you want to hit, Honda, before I fluff you tonight?
The goal is retirement due to massive popularity and insane amounts of followers. Like,
so 10 mil.
You know that guy? Or I don't know.
Can I fluff for something more realistic?
Demo Ranch.
Demolition Ranch.
Yeah, no shit.
Speaking of Demolition Ranch.
Get him, Tiger.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
So tactical. When are we expecting your boxes to be inserted in, or your packages to be inserted in our boxes?
Well, I'll let you know, sir, that they're sitting on my desk because everybody in my family was sick this weekend, and then I got the those little like foldable boxes, so I have to actually have them like scanned in. They're like flat rate.
Yeah.
So I have to have the post office open for that. So it didn't work out very good today.
Excuses.
Yours is literally packed, Corey. I'm finger fucking it right now.
Oh, kinky sphincter, you.
Yeah, except for I gotta get a bigger box for Ohio.
Yeah, everyone needs a bigger box for Ohio.
Oh,
oh my god.
He fills those boxes.
Honda, I can't find something that I told you I was gonna send you. I gotta fucking dig. I don't know where the fuck I put it.
Is it another echo trigger?
Definitely not.
Because at this
Did
point,
you just hear about me being poor?
At this point, sending me an echo trigger is like sending me a bill for $500,000 to the government.
Damn.
I didn't get a box. Fuck you.
Although they
did. Poor Leo.
We'll get there. I gotta get through the A list first, homie.
That's
What's in your box? What's in the box?
You can't
not on
know
the
I'm doing a
A-list.
tactical muffin top video with him.
Was Rhonda on the list, says Daniel? I did not particularly look for E Rhonda, but E Honda was not. And if E Rhonda wasn't there, I mean, if E Honda wasn't there, I would have seen E Rhonda. So I assume not.
Think
All right.
about it. E Rhonda's safe.
Rhonda's been MIA for quite a while.
I mean,
You
do
can
miss
thumbs
her?
up the super chat now.
You wish
Didn't
you
know
would
that.
come back? Is that what you're assuming? No, thank you. Man, it's reminding me of old times when Voldemort was here all the time. You know what I mean? You know who Voldemort is.
Yeah.
No.
And just like, he'd be
Wait,
like, oh, yeah. I mean, here we are looking at a dude holding a penis, granted. But we'd be talking about like a gun thing, and he'd be like, oh, well, I was sucking dick last night. And blah, blah, blah. Like, God fucking damn it.
Yeah, but then you had your other one that wanted to suck your dick.
Which one was that? There was several of those.
Jedi.
Yeah,
Great,
okay,
well,
Jedi was one of them, yes.
Oh my lord.
funny
Honda,
how
the
none-
people you attract.
Funny how I became so hostile to all of them that none of them are here anymore. Not even on Mad Cats.
But I mean, to be fair, at least with that person, they would really step over the line.
Yes,
It was a little rapey.
yes,
Oh no.
100%.
A little.
I rolled with it as much as I could and was cool, but there was a point where it's like, all right, like
Did you have to tell him?
if we were in person, I would probably punch you for that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was like embarrassing trying to do a chat, and I'm like hard as a rock.
Oh my god.
It was fucking bad.
Which conspiracy theory do you believe is actually true? Do you guys have one that you actually believe to be true? A conspiracy theory that's out there?
Right now, currently, I'm thinking maybe CIA has something to do with what happened in Russia.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about that too.
Yeah.
Did
I'm
you guys
leaning
see
towards
the predictive programming thing from the movie Tenet with that? Because they had the same exact scene where they went in there and just started shooting that place up, and it was the exact same place.
Yep, and there was actually another movie I saw that did the same thing. I forget what it's called. I saw something about it earlier.
Okay, I might get on board with that, but here's a counter argument. How many different TV shows about how many different terrorist attacks have been made over how many years and how many different locations around the world, like depicting how many different scenarios going on? To the point where almost any scenario that is within the realm of reality has already been depicted on some TV show, movie, etc.
Right.
Yep.
If it wasn't on The Simpsons, I don't believe it because
So
The Simpsons has been on point with everything.
Yeah, 9/11. 100%.
So, am I quieter than everybody? Can you guys not hear me?
No, you're
No,
good, man.
you're
I
fine.
can hear you.
You're great.
No, you're good. You're a tiny bit low, but I mean, still hear you.
Uh-oh.
You are perfect,
A
Corey.
tiny bit low, you say?
No, God damn it, Corey, you bastard.
How about now? Just kidding.
Perfecto.
That's what microphone inside my mouth. What do you guys got? What do you guys got? Actual conspiracy theories. Don't just pull some shit out of your ass that you heard on the fucking on some show yesterday.
On the E-Honda's chat.
Yeah.
Last Sunday on E Honda.
Well, I said mine.
It's 9/11 for sure, the biggest.
There you go.
What's the conspiracy on that?
That it was pulled off by the. Well, the conspiracy is that the official story is a fucking lie.
Yes.
Whatever as far as like what the actual story is, I don't think that there's any conspiracy theory that has it right or that even claims to know what it is. You know, I think
What's
the
the
main
official story?
We got ran into
story is
the
that
planes.
certain hijackers took over 4 planes and crashed them into different locations. Shanksville, Tennessee, wasn't shot down by a jet fighter. The fucking Pentagon was hit by a fucking jet, not a rocket. Building 7 fell because of magical reasons that make sense in some.
The only part I don't believe in that is I don't know what to think on Building 7.
Yeah, well, that's the smoking gun, because that's the one thing that they can't fucking really explain.
The other stuff I think they just allowed to happen, and that's what they admitted to.
Well, here's the other thing, though, with 9/11. And this, you could argue, again, there's always an argument, counter-argument to this, but
Enemy tactical.
There were more military exercises going on the morning of 9/11, 2001 in the United States of America than any other day in history or since, right? And many of these programs, many of these operations that they were running that day had to deal with planes getting hijacked and buildings blowing up. So
right. So, but if you're wanting a real terrorist attack to happen, isn't it a great cover?
I don't know. Like you have to facilitate it, right? Like there was the Channel bombing, or it wasn't the Channel. It was like the London tunnels that they have. They were running a drill where they were responding to a bombing in one of the tunnels when a bombing happened in one of the tunnels, and then it turns out that the guy who did the bombing worked for MI6, like in a tantamount way, so they did it to themselves.
Because I watched the live commission report on the parts that they would show us, because I mean, unfortunately, we did not get to see the interview of the president and the vice president, but I watched the rest of it. I mean, Mrs. Rice admitted, like, yeah, we didn't think it's real. And the FBI and fucking CIA is like, dude, we were coming to you every week saying we know this is gonna fucking happen, and then like 3 months before it happened, like, we know it's gonna happen on this day, and you guys just told us to stand down. Why?
Yeah.
To me, that's just as scary. Like,
yeah, well, not only that.
Oh, good.
Not only that, but then you had Edward Snowden come out years ago when he actually finally did the whistleblowing and stuff, and he even said they were letting people go home that day from various alphabet agencies. And it's like, why the fuck would you let anybody go home when that shit's going down?
The other smoking gun, though, is Shanksville, Tennessee. That's flight. I forget what the flight number was, but it was the plane that went down.
1993.
It was the plane that went down because the people rushed the cockpit, supposedly. And there was
that was the one that was heading to the White House, wasn't it?
Yes, and they were like, there was the "Let's roll" line, right? That was famous, that everyone talked about for years, of how these guys were heroes and they saved everything and blah blah blah, ignoring the fact that there was I think it was 15 or 12 mile long debris field associated with the crashing of this plane, meaning it did not break up when it hit the ground. It broke up in the air.
Yep.
Also meaning it got hit by a rocket or it exploded from the inside, one or the other. And like getting hit by a missile from an F-16 when it's headed for the White House after other shits got blown up makes 100% sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Hey, Honda, did you see that picture I sent to you? It was like a week ago in your direct messages on Discord.
Nope.
It was about the 9/11. It pictured Bush, Condoleezza Rice, Osama bin Laden. Shit, I forget the other two fucker people that were in it. But it's on your direct messages.
Well, there was also having to do with 9/11, Operation Northwoods. Do you guys know what this is? This was a program under Kennedy that was basically a preemptive black like false flag operation to go to war with Cuba. And it involved using remote control airplanes that they were going to crash into buildings and then use that as like pretext to go to war. And the only reason it didn't go through was because Kennedy was like, that's crazy. That's too much. Let's not do that. Apparently Bush was like, hell yeah, let's do that.
And then there also was that the U.S. government knew that Japan was going to attack Pearl Harbor, so they let it happen to get us into World War II.
Yeah.
But and that's the thing. Bush was talking about wanting to get revenge for his daddy while trying to get elected. So I honestly think they just let it happen.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think they planned it.
What level of involvement were the CIA already, the intelligence agencies already? Because a lot of these dudes, supposedly, were like not agents but assets, right? They're an asset who's paid by the federal government to provide information, and like it was assets that. Okay, so like the original World Trade Center bombing in 1993 was carried out by terrorists who were funded and provided with bombs and equipment by the CIA, by a CIA employed bomb maker who was told to make a bomb. And so he did, thinking that they were going to use it to test somewhere, not to actually deploy. And it was the bomb that went off at the Trade Center. Fucking all of this is proven.
Well, yeah, in the early 80s, we sent our top operative to train them. I saw Rambo 3.
Yeah, dude, 100%, bro. Dude, the Mujahideen used to be our friends.
It even talks about, at the end, there's that little written piece out there, like, noble people and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, and that's part of those guys turned into Al-Qaeda or whatever.
Well, that's what fucking Osama bin Laden was.
Right, yeah.
Like, he was Mujahideen trained by the CIA, funded by the CIA. I think he was an asset for the CIA.
He was at one point, for sure.
Well, I think all the way through.
No, they got upset. They got upset because we pulled like billions of dollars out of that country at some point, and so then they were starting to starve to death.
Well, the thing is, dude, when he was getting older, before 9/11 happened, had failing kidneys. So, like once a week, he had to go to a hospital to have kidney dialysis done in order to keep him alive, which means every week they knew exactly where he was and did not do anything about it. So, yeah, I mean, was he an asset? I don't know. Could they have got him? Absolutely, yes. Did they? No, they did not. Does that prove that he was an asset? No. Does that point me in the direction of maybe I'm right? I mean, yeah, like that's where the evidence weighs. Again, it's not definitive. But nothing is in these things. You can't. That's the thing about all of this. You got to kind of connect the dots without knowing where all of the pieces lies, and sometimes you get them wrong, and that's fine.
I think it was Tesla that was the reason for this.
Like Nikola Tesla or the company?
The company. The lithium. One of the biggest sources in Afghanistan, isn't it?
Well, they're doing underwater mining now. I was reading earlier today about it.
Yeah, but that's now. That's not back then.
Right. That's the new thing that they're doing now. Like
apparently, they found several large deposits in the U.S. of pretty much every good rare earth mineral.
Yeah, but we don't want to use ours.
That's the point.
Dude, that's always the fucking point, isn't it? Like,
it is.
Why don't we produce it ourselves ever? Like gasoline, and my mom told me about this when I was a kid. Well, we don't want to use our gasoline because we'll use theirs first, and then when the whole world's running low, then we'll tap ours and we'll control the world. It's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. It's genius.
Well, I mean, again,
but that never came to fruition.
Take this with a grain of salt because I don't know this guy, but I have a member he's supposedly an ex-Green Beret, and we're like talking about some shit and whatnot, and he's like, "Do you know what Vietnam was over?" And I was like, supposedly communism, but I don't know. He's like, "No, Vietnam had one of the biggest source of rubber, and with us going into silicon and all that shit, we needed that fucking rubber."
Yeah,
typically I always thought it was over opium and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Vietnam's I don't know a ton about Vietnam, like the history of Vietnam and what led us into it, and like the chronological stories of this battle and that battle. I know a few things, but not much. The main thing that I know about Vietnam is that it lasted about a decade, and that the American public was outraged because of the number of GIs that were killed in this country over basically like nothing.
Yeah, we didn't win, right? Yeah.
And that number was 60,000-ish. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's right around there, 60,000 people. Currently, last year, I think the number that's rolling around now is 150,000 people in the United States last year died of fentanyl overdose. And there is no outrage. There's no like peace movement. There's no hippies in the fucking streets putting like flowers in the barrels of people's guns and like sitting down in front of tanks and nothing. Just keep those borders open. Keep on coming over. Keep feeding people fentanyl. Dude, you've seen these videos of zombies in the streets of every major city. Like Denver's getting bad, and Denver's like
seeing them today in real life.
So that's
going to
the thing, though, is more of it is actually coming through our ports through China by a lot than.
Well, fair enough. But like, there's multiple things that need to be fixed in this country.
Oh, for sure.
And the ultimate result of that right now is that 150,000 people are dying of overdoses every year. It's an insane number. It's unfathomable. I can't even say that word.
And a lot of them are it's people thinking they're buying something else.
Right.
Yeah, mixing it in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you see them on the street, though. The ones that... Actually, there was this homeless guy that we were talking to. I forget the context. We were downtown. And he was like... We were like, what do you do? Like, what do you do? Like, where are you from? He was like, oh, I'm from Indiana or some shit. I was like, oh, like, what are you doing in Denver? It's like, because the fentanyl here is amazing. Like,
yeah, he's not a liar. I mean, there was one time I gave a guy $5 for a beer because his sign said, "I'm not going to lie, I just want a beer."
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. Here's have a beer.
Now
he probably drove off in his Ferrari, but
right. Now which street is this fentanyl on in Denver? Just curious.
Asking for a friend.
It's the same place where the $20 an hour hookers are at.
All right.
Now I'm asking for myself.
I'm not gonna lie.
Calhoun says $40. Ukraine was involved in Russian shooting. Do you guys think that was Ukrainian people? Because I thought they were from
Ukraine hasn't been fought with Ukraine in like 6 months at least, man. Everybody who wants to proxy and fighting has our guys that we can write off the books they're fighting.
I was hearing that the way they called them is because they was trying to head to the Ukrainian border.
Yep.
In order to get away.
Do you remember when this shit popped off and I think it was Nancy Pelosi, went on TV and was like, "Oh, if you want to fight and kill Russians, we'll let you go over there." You guys remember that?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah, they were tempting us to go to our death.
Yep.
100%. 100%. Looking back, we're like, oh, that'd be cool to like, because they were like, oh, you can keep your, the spoils of war, whatever you pick up. It's like, okay, cool. Maybe I could have like a Russian AK, but no, you just be a fucking drone target, bro.
I don't know. Some of those poor dudes only had like Mosins and shit.
That's true.
Hey, Honda apprentice, did y'all see that thing that Jolly sent in the group text about the Russians that captured one of the terrorists that shot at that place that had the phone receiver up his ass?
Nope, I did not.
That's like the plot to Three Kings.
Well, that's what Jolly in the group text.
Wow.
Calhoun says, that's my conspiracy theory based on my gut alone. Oh, that it was the Ukraine was involved with Russia. Got it. Sorry.
I think Ukraine would be happy in saying it if they did
it. Well, it's not like they would get bombed any harder if they did.
Right.
I don't
Danny
think
dropped into and said, read my Rumble, YouTube being gay and censorers.
Censoring
I forgot you are Rumble too. I need to bring up my Rumble chat.
Oh man. I'm in the wrong browser for Rumble. Okay, here we go. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Hold on to the night. Hold on to the memories. Oops. That's not what
brings
I
me
wanted
back.
Fuck your rant. Why aren't you singing at gay bars?
Oh, I'm still on the wrong goddamn browsers. Dude, I have too many windows open. I hate my life.
I was talking about the infomercials where you can buy the CD set.
Did you see how many windows I just closed to get to this? Yeah. There we go. Now we can go to Rumble. and go to my content. It's all called Gay Frog Chat 199 now, by the way.
Oh no, we're embarrassed.
Oh shit! Daniel's dropping in money on. I didn't even see it because I'm dumb. There's all these advertisements that I can't not. Why are those eggs blue?
That was
What
weird.
the fuck? You can't say fucking Russians in a super chat, fucking piece of shit YouTube. The fucking Russians definitely know how to send a message, though. Supposedly they captured a Aloha sandbar and dragged his ass in the street and curb stomped him. There's a video on I think I saw a part of that.
Well, they cut one of those guys' ears off. So
again, things you can't show on YouTube.
Right. So they went American History X on that dude.
Yeah, well, he's going to be tortured in ways that, you know, we only dreamed of as children when we were like sadistic and innocent.
Well, what I did find odd is they try to get away and then try to kill themselves.
Well, yeah, because it's like first you want to get away because that's optimal. You get to live and not get tortured to death. But then if you're not going to get away, you want to kill yourself so you're not tortured to death like this guy's. They're going to bayonet his butthole to death. They're going to Gaddafi his ass, dude.
But as far as being a Islamic terrorist, I think that was the first thing you do after you finish doing what you're doing, right? Is to kill yourself or go out in a battle.
Right. You're supposed to blow up
and try to get away.
Yeah.
So I did find that weird.
That's why I don't think it was ISIS or anything. I'm not sure who was behind the whole Russia shooting, but I don't know.
President Biden said, I'm determined to make things in this country again, to build American manufacturing capacity and blah, blah, blah. And I said, are you determined to make America great again? Ladies, it's time to start thinking about if the guy you're dating has post-apocalyptic warlord potential.
Yeah.
And I saw this too. This made me laugh. Because, you know, fucking George Takei is a crazy fucking retarded ass leftist now that has drank all the fucking Kool-Aid of every different color of the rainbow that they make.
Howard Stone, too.
And he says, crazy thought, but those 20 million AR-15s now in this country could, goddamn it, I can't fucking read. Could sure arm a lot of Ukrainians. There we go. And then, who's Sarah Gonzalez? I would do her.
Ohio?
For acknowledging the entire...
She was running for Secretary of State, I think, of Missouri, or one of those seats like that.
Cool. I'm done with this fucking meme. Whatever.
What the fuck? Look at those toenails.
No, it's a Jericho 941, bro. It's the problem.
Oh, God, look at that. The gun's worse than the fucking toenails.
The Jericho, bro.
Yeah.
Jericho.
I'd rather look at that gun than those fucking fugly-ass toes.
Sasquatch feet.
Yeah.
That's not... I don't...
Calhoun says, fucking Ukrainians. Test. YouTube lets you say fucking Ukrainians, not Russians. Wow.
That is weird.
Nah, man, you don't survive a curb stomping. It's where you bit the curb and then they put the boot to your head. Yeah, I know what a curb stomp.
Yeah, American History X.
Thanks for spelling it out, Daniel. Like,
don't make Daniel give you another damn donation.
Yeah, Daniel.
Anyone notice no food, water, clothing, or building supplies being donated to Ukraine? Only money?
Yep.
Yes, quite.
It's a big money
question that since day one.
And as soon as they write a check, they're like, okay, we just got $250 billion approved for Ukraine. We just sent it off. Then, like, they wake up the next morning.
We need more money.
We need money for Ukraine.
Yeah. No shit. Fuck that, man.
Okay, maybe you guys could tell me this one. Why do people write numbers on their magazines? It's like number 91 sucks. I keep having problems with it. Is that why?
Yes. That's part of it.
Or like if you go to a class and you get a whole bunch of people with the same shit.
That might be.
It's usually because they're having magazine problems.
I want 91 mags.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, 091, meaning these got 3 digits of mags.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Can't. I'm a poor.
So here's the New York City murder percentage by perpetrators and victims. So, for instance, black murderers, these are the people who are black who commit murder. 78% of people who are black are killed by black people. 30% of people who were Hispanic are killed by black people. 44% of people who were white and are murdered are killed by black people. And 39% of people who are murdered and are Asian are killed by black people. Hispanics kill 19% of the blacks, 69% of the Hispanics, 19% of the whites, and 6% of the Asians. Whites kill 3% of the blacks, 1% of the Hispanics, 6% of the Asians, and 37% of all of the white people who get murdered are murdered by other white people. Meaning more white people are murdered by non-white people in New York City than are murdered by white people, which is a weird, because like if you look at every other group, like blacks kill more blacks than any other group. Hispanics kill more Hispanics than any other group. Asians kill more Asians than any other group, right?
Damn, whites, we need to get our numbers up.
Well, we need to protect ourselves better is what I think at least in New York City. I don't think this is indicative of the entire nation necessarily, but it is perhaps a canary in the coal mine for where things are going, right? Black people are racist. Leo?
Say it ain't so.
What?
Do you think this is correct? Are we here? Because first you got the guy with the whip and everyone's falling in line. And then you got the guy with the whip and there's one guy standing up. And then you've got a couple dudes standing up. And then next it's going to be everyone standing up and the dude with the whip bowing before us.
No, our problem is we're stuck on 2, man.
Yeah, I think we're at 2. I don't think we're at 3. Because in the grand scheme of things, like 1 million of us is this one dude compared to the country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we sure as fuck ain't got
During the elections, it might hit 3. In November, it could hit 3.
We could. And that starts to be scary for them. Like 3 million people's a lot. That's why I think January 6th happened the way that it did. It was both a way simultaneously to put Trump in a position of jeopardy where they could keep him out of the next election potentially with legal lawfare, and also at the same time scare an entire segment of the population into submission and quietness.
Yeah, knock our dick.
Think about this. How many fucking rallies of any kind have you been to since January 6th?
Honestly, I haven't heard of any actually taking place.
I have been to one rally since January 6th, and it was just the other day at our Capitol about the fucking assault weapons ban. That's it. Because everyone's terrified. Because you don't want to fucking be the target of the fucking federal government, who obviously has a finger on the scale of justice that's going to put you in prison unjustly and fucking leave you there for as long as they can or as long as they see fit or whatever the case is until you're a fucking old man and can't hurt anybody. And then maybe they'll let you out after they make you kiss the fucking boot and the ring and fucking you never get to fucking work in civilized society again. Like, welcome to construction. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you don't get shanked in prison first.
Or die of bed bug bites. Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. That was fucking horrible.
Just heard a British person call Oreos chocolate sandwich biscuits. And I finally understand why the Revolutionary War had to happen.
In a heartbeat.
Are they called
Other
stones?
than gun
Some
control,
Brian
what's been
Antlers
worth
cookies? Oh, no, or that
what's
biscuits.
been worth writing lately?
I don't know, like border
Stones are biscuits.
policies
Or, yeah,
or
but
like fucking election integrity or like I don't know, inflation or like foreign spending or Ukrainian war spending or fucking what we're doing in I mean, there has been some kerfuffle about, Gaza. But,
a lot of
but on the other
people.
side of things, you know what I mean? Not from our side. So yeah, there's a lot of things people should be up in arms about, should be on the street about, that our ancestors would be rolling in their fucking graves right now if they knew what was going on in this country and knew what the fuck we're up to right now and what we're capitulating to and fucking kowtowing to.
Don't a lot of Americans support the war in Ukraine? Like giving them.
Yeah, a lot of Americans are retarded, dude.
Yep.
It's true.
It is absolutely true.
You get the people that believe anything the news tells them, and they're just fucking sheep with a talking mouthpiece telling them what to say.
Right, and if the news told them tomorrow that Ukraine was bad and that we should stop supporting them, they'd be like, "Oh, well, I knew that Ukraine was bad all along."
Yeah, instead of the news actually saying, secure our fucking borders, they're like, why don't you open your loving arms and homes to all these migrants that need help?
Right,
It's mainly fucking
they're
terrorists
like,
coming
the
over.
people are fucking pissed. They're like, "Yo, you guys got to pass a bill. This is getting out of control. Like Abbott's doing shit, fucking like Florida's doing shit about all this. Like we got to do something nationally, to, like put this immigration problem in control." And the Democrats are like, "You got it. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take $10 trillion or whatever it is and give it to Ukraine, and then as part of that package, we're gonna pass a reform bill for the border." But then if you actually read the reform bill for the border, it does not secure the border at all. The only thing it does is streamline the entire thing, gives them more funding so that they can process more people more quickly through the border and integrate them into society more thoroughly with more like stealth, right? Like it has nothing to do with actually closing the border. It has nothing to do with keeping people out of the country who don't have a right to be here. It has nothing to do with protecting the working class in this country from a future of slave labor because of the labor market that's going to be in this country in the future. Like all of these things are antithetical to people in this country and are good for the elite. They're good for the people in power. They're good for the people who have a lot of fucking money, who own manufacturing or whatever it is, or you know what I mean? Like that's good for them because now they get to fucking like we were talking about this on my chat like the other night that I had my chat. Did you guys watch that, by the way?
Yes, I did twice.
Okay, so and I'll talk about it here right now. We at the place that I work, I almost said the name. We had a open house for I think there was like 10 positions they were trying to fill that we needed to hire 10 people. And about a year ago, at this time of year, we kind of did the same thing. Like we needed to start building up for summertime and blah, blah, blah. So they put the advertisement out. And last year, about 15 people, 18 people showed up, something like that. So they're like, okay, we'll probably get, maybe 20 people, 30 maybe, 250 people showed up for these 10 jobs.
Jesus.
That shit is like Great Depression level shit, right?
Yeah.
So now the managers are walking around like, oh, is there anyone who's not following every single little tiny policy? You show me a bit of attitude, you fucking take a break when I tell you you can't, you fucking don't stand on your head and jump as high as I tell you to, exactly when I fucking tell you to, then you're fired. And they fired 4 fucking people at my work in the last week.
What was the demographic of these people? On
Denver
average?
people. I don't know. 250 people, young people looking for jobs.
I mean, out here, everybody is hiring.
Well, restaurants aren't doing very good because the economy's not doing very good.
Yeah,
because
they're trying to do what factories want to do, and they think that, hey, this guy's been here for 10 years and knows his shit. Oh, I can replace him for his pay with 4 illegals,
right.
And they wonder why their output goes down, even though they have more staff. You can't just replace people with cheap pieces of shit that don't know a thing.
Yep.
Well, they're using it as a method to get because there's like policies and stuff that they wanted to implement that the people who work there were like, fuck that. This is stupid. I'm not going to do that shit. And now it's like everyone's doing exactly what they say. There's no fucking talking back. The people who talk back and put their foot down are not at the company anymore. And they're not rehirable. And at the same time, so like, restaurants are hurting. So people who work in that industry, when there's a job opening, apparently 250 people show up for the job opening, right? And so on top of them having you by the balls, like, do what we say or you're fired. It's like, cool, you're fired. Now you can't even find a job. I mean, maybe you go like work at a fucking convenience store or something, like go down a couple of fucking pay grades, but it's already like fucking low enough. You know what I mean? Like, fuck me. So I don't know, man. Like, I'm looking into a couple of things. My idea was to go to pilot training, but that's goddamn expensive as fuck, it turns out. The other thing that I was looking at, and this makes pretty good money, respiratory therapist. So you just intubate people at the hospital and shit, and they pay you a fuck ton of money, and you don't have to go to school nearly as long as a nurse or anything like that. And they need people like a motherfucker. So that's an idea, but it's kind of gross.
Forklift certified, man.
Yeah, well, how long does that take?
Like a week or two, depending on your
state. So anyone can do it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can move anywhere with it too.
Hmm.
You can fucking work everywhere. You can work at fucking Walmart for $20 and fucking overnight unloading trucks. You don't have to talk to a fucking dude at all.
Yeah, I guess working the forklift would be way better than the other people, like working not forklifts.
Yeah. That's what they hire the illegals for, is to take shit off of pallets and move it to where it has to. The manual labor.
God damn, dude, look at this chicanery that Daniel's doing over here.
Daniel's a fucking beast. He should just hire you.
I didn't even realize you were scrolling up and down. I thought he was just like,
no, well, he's 1, 2,
more,
3,
more.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 super chats, but they're all for $1.
If you drop a 20, Daniel, you do get to do stuff with him in the Home Depot parking lot.
Let me read through these real quick. Okay, I already read the curb stomping. Them Asians really like white people. Got 0% of us. Yeah, it's great. I like Asians. There was shit in the $1.2 trillion CR bill that passed stripping presidents of executive powers. They know they can't stop Teflon Don. So they passed some shit that took away a bunch of executive powers so that he can't do shit because they know that he's going to win. That's reassuring and terrifying.
Shit. Fucking hell, dude. We're doomed.
I'm going to keep running these dollar night with Honda chats and shits and giggles.
No,
almost half of
isn't that
trying to
good?
get rid of these goddamn shut up! Almost.
Oh my god.
Just real quick,
two for that.
on the same topic,
go ahead, Doc. Go ahead.
On the same topic. Isn't that good, though, in the long run? We don't want fucking presidents doing executive orders.
Yeah, except for when it's, like, lopsided. Like, I'm going to do a bunch of fucking fucked up shit, and then on my way out the door, like, lock it so that you can't get back in there and undo the fucked up shit that I did.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
Then it's not good. If it's like, hey, we're going to stop everyone from doing fucked up shit before anyone does any fucked up shit, then yeah, that's totally good. But I think the way that they're using it isn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it would be one thing if it retconned like a bunch of shit Obama did in his administration when he left.
Yeah, but a lot of that shit has been voted out because there is a time frame on executive orders and it has to be re-voted back in.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think a president should be able to do an executive order in the first place. That's how we get bump stock bans and shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm done.
You're good. I wasn't actually mad. I was just,
I know, brother. I didn't want to forget and.
You're good. Okay, where am I at? Honestly, the economy in Texas is still doing pretty good. Shit's expensive, but people still got spending money. Like, they gonna stop printing it. Just think $10, I can make you read 20 minutes. God, I love these rumbles, blah, blah. X-ray techs make pretty good money, and I think it's like 6 months. Let's all pretend that we don't know that Honda works. Blah 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 blah. Soda's behind my car. Okay, we're good. We're caught up. God damn it. I'm not looking at Rumble for 5 minutes at least. You bastards. Sorry, I just really wanted to get through that.
Good.
No, now I'm scared.
Yes.
Wait. Don't talk, motherfuckers.
Look at this fucking fish, bro. I don't know about you guys, but I'm terrified of sharks.
Really?
I live in Colorado, so we don't get many shark attacks out here, but
like only a couple.
Sand shark here and there, but sewer shark.
That's the way I like it, you know? I live in the place least likely to get bit by a great white shark.
Yep.
I like sharks. I think sharks are cool.
100%. You won't get bit by a shark if you're not wet.
I want to go swimming with sharks.
Corey, you're gonna die.
They didn't say what type of shark.
Oh.
Well,
So,
I mean, you are in a cage when you're in the water doing it.
when I was like 10 years old, maybe 12, something like that, we went to Florida on a vacation, and we went to the beach, and my sister rented a ski-doo, like a fucking jet ski, and I was riding on the back, and she went out into the water, and she did some dumb girl thing where she fucking threw me off of the back of the ski-doo, right? And then did the other dumb girl thing where she's not paying attention to anything behind her and didn't notice that I wasn't on the ski-doo for like a good minute. So then I'm floating in the water, bobbing up and down, waiting for her to come back, thinking about all of those documentaries that I've watched about the giants of the deep sea and the octopuses and the giant squid and the sharks and the box jellyfish and the, you know.
And then out of nowhere, this fucking tornado appeared with fucking sharks in it.
Well, out of nowhere, a piece of kelp brushed against my foot.
Oh.
And at that moment, I realized that a piece of kelp feels exactly the same as a great white shark, as far as I know.
Yes. Yes. It does.
Science.
So, yeah, that kind of ruined swimming in the ocean for me, to be honest, but it's okay. Oh, did you know that Putin's kill squad surrounded a Ukrainian family in the mountains after killing a teenage boy and the family dog? The Russian soldiers then shot the mother, holding a child in her arms. Just kidding, that was the FBI ATF at Ruby Ridge.
Gasp.
Man killed in shootout with police at Denver Park had 400 rounds of ammunition.
Get those numbers
Ricky.
up, bitch.
Yeah, that's some murky ass shit right there.
Like
But he
on
can't get a
him?
bit.
I think on him, yeah.
Yeah. Not bad, is it?
That's a lot to carry.
Military loadout.
I wonder if that's actually the gun or if that's just like a stock photo.
Probably a stock photo.
I hate how they do that.
Yeah, they pulled somebody over here and they're like, "Oh my God, he had a Glock 17, a P80 19, and 28 rounds in his AR pistol." I'm like, he ain't doing much then. We're fine.
So speaking of 9/11, here's footage of the Pentagon before the outer wall fell. That you should be able to see where the wings and motors hit.
So that's what I thought too. And then I talked to a couple people that used to build and design planes, and they're like, no, they just crumple. Like, you cannot tell sometimes. And then I found a lot of footage of other planes that crashed that had full tanks, and it was just a big burnt mark. Like, everything melted to nothing.
You know, I will absolutely believe that a 737 hit the Pentagon as soon as they released the videos of that they confiscated from the hotel across the street, from the gas station across the street, from the other security cameras that they have on site, and from any other cameras that they fucking confiscated. Because 100%, as soon as this fucking while the smoke was billowing in the air, FBI agents went around to every business and every building within an eye shot of the fucking Pentagon and confiscated all of their video surveillance like recordings. and they've never been seen since.
It was aliens.
Yeah, but were they legal?
Who still wants to know who ordered counting stopped in 6 states simultaneously on November 3rd? I'd like to know that.
Me.
Yep.
6 different states simultaneously. And then all, it was Georgia had the burst water pipes all of a sudden. That was a lie. You remember that?
Hey, plumbing's hard.
Yeah, especially on a election night.
Oh, yeah.
There was a woman in Wisconsin recently that got busted for voter fraud stuff in this last election that was also involved in 2020.
So everyone's getting hacked these days. The Colorado DMV appears to be the most recent victim. Colorado DMV affected by nationwide. How is that? Okay, Colorado DMV nationwide. Like, come on, get your headlines right. Most services are not available. So now Colorado's probably got to pay the Russian hackers a bunch of $1 million to get our fucking ID system working again.
Yeah, and if you have a Roku, keep an eye on your account. They got hacked real bad too. Bunch of people's credit card numbers and shit got taken.
Oh, no.
You never get to see the dark side of the moon, do you? It's like there's this whole side of the moon that like does not look familiar. Like this side looks familiar, right? This is the side we see. I think, right?
The moon's a psyop. It's actually a Death Star.
No, it's not.
Come on.
It's a Nazi base.
Oh. With a Death Star?
I saw that documentary.
Oh, cool.
It is hollow.
Yeah, Death Star hollow.
Bam, 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 bam. Dude, there's the fucking thing that they shoot the laser out of right there. Look.
Yeah.
Bam, 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 bam. Oh, wait. There it is. That's the one.
It has more than one hole. They learned from the first movie.
It's pretty cool. It's amazing. Okay, so like the atmosphere burns up a lot of little like meteorites and things that come in, and so they never like hit the ground. The moon has no atmosphere, so everything hits the ground. So it's got like so many fucking scars on it. It's cool. And if you like, there's some app that you can go online and look at the moon and zoom in and like see every single little tiny crater. Like there's craters within craters within craters. It's crazy. Ron Paul believes that we lost our government November 22nd, 1963, when Kennedy got assassinated.
Yeah, it was way before that. No.
I think it was when they paid for, God damn it, the guy who passed the Federal Reserve Act.
That was part of it. No, it happened about 10 years after we started our country.
What are you talking about?
Oh, that's when political parties started showing up.
Corruption of man. Well, there was an argument that like the original republic was only a republic as long as the people who were alive and able to make the decision to join the republic at the time and agreed to it were alive and did stuff. But as soon as there were children born within that republic, that they did not agree to it, so therefore it was invalid to them. There is an argument for that. This is my favorite Disney movie. What's your guys' favorite Disney movie?
It's kind of a tie between Aladdin and Robin Hood.
Between damn, that's a good one. That's between Fox and the Hound, The Lion King, and The Princess and the Frog.
Yeah, Fox and the Hound is rough.
Yeah.
See, why didn't they do a live action of that? Do you think they would have turned it into a white girl? Because that is a cute movie. That's a good movie.
Anybody else have any favorite Disney movies? Muffin Top? Nothing?
What's up?
What's your favorite Disney movie?
Probably Toy Story, to be honest. I love that movie.
All right, you're gay. Got it. Didn't know that.
But that's Pixar.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but it's owned by the same
Well,
people.
now, but it wasn't in '95.
All right.
You know what movie always terrified me when I was
Fox
a
and the
kid?
Hound. It's my first movie when I was a kid.
Was Dumbo. Dumbo scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, and I don't know why.
Was it from the Black
The
Crows?
drug
I was about to say,
alcoholic
was it the
scene.
Crows?
I think it was the drug scene. Yeah, where there was like the shadow fucking people, elephants. And they were all floating around him, and he got like kidnapped and taken from his mom and put into the cruel world. It's like, God, this is a terrible story.
I didn't care for Dumbo or Bambi.
Was it- Who did anybody else fucking say a Disney movie? What was it? Why was it just me?
Well, mine was fucking Robin Hood.
Well, that one's fucking gay.
No, it's not. That is the least gay of every Disney movie.
I named 3 of them. You haven't even named one Disney movie yet.
What?
No,
Fox
you-
and the Hound, man.
And I said Robin Hood and Aladdin.
Meet the Robinsons?
Yeah, that was a good movie. I like that movie.
What is
That's
that
like the
one?
first prepping movie I ever watched.
Let 'em steal Lady and the Tramp, he says.
Escape from Witch Mountain?
Now we're talking cartoons.
The Black Cauldron, man. That's a good one.
Yeah, I think we're talking cartoons, not live action Disney movies, I guess.
As a kid, I did really like Sword and Stone too.
Really?
Have you guys ever fucked around with defensive lights or offensive lights that blind the people? So like you have like the idea is you'd have your gun in one hand and then you have that in the other, and then the guy breaks in and you flash him with it, and it's like 10,000 lumens that go off like a camera flash, and now in the pitch dark he can't see shit and you can see him still.
Yeah.
Can
That's
it ricochet off your walls?
I'm sure it's probably got a, there's probably precautions. But look how bright that is, dude.
I like it. I mean, I carry that O-Light that's 2,000 lumens every day with strobe.
Look
I
at
mean,
that.
So I have one that's 5, and fuck, if you fuck up and bounce off your walls, you get blind.
yeah.
Know what else is a defensive light? The flash of a muzzle.
Muzzle flash, baby.
Little Mermaid. I always thought Ariel was hot when I was a kid.
You wanted to
I
fuck
never
that
cared
fish,
for
didn't
Little
you?
Mermaid.
Yeah, I wanted to fuck her in the fish.
Is it because of the racist crab voice?
Under the sea.
Under the sea,
The thing's fucking gorgeous, man.
darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I did like Aladdin too. That was another good one.
Yeah, me too. I like the
I like
Dude, the
the Jungle
Sega
Book.
Genesis game was badass. It was so good. The one for Super Nintendo was stupid.
Do you remember the Lion King video game for Sega?
I beat it.
I love that.
I have
game.
it for Super Nintendo. I haven't played it yet. Well, I played it a little bit, but
That one had a bug in it. And the level where it's like a side scroll and Simba's running the whole time, and you got to jump on the monkeys and they fucking throw you and all that shit. There was a bug in it where you could get where you couldn't beat it.
I just remember there was the scene where like Simba's dad dies, and then like the next scene or whatever, you're grown up and you're hunting with fucking Timon and Pumbaa,
Cool.
and like you can go back and forth. Wasn't there something where you go back and forth between being a cub and being a like lion? I forget.
No, I think it's
wow.
linear.
Guys,
I beat it again not too long ago because I have it on my Raspberry Pi.
that was predicted programming for when we were kids. Timon and Pumbaa ate those bugs.
And they got the lion to eat the bugs instead of meat.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and that's the
Uh,
bonus levels is you're one of them and they're eating the bugs out of the air.
Oh, my God.
I've never been to a Buc-ee's.
I heard it's pretty sweet. I've never been there either.
Oh, here's your 19-year-old fucking terrorist guy beat up in prison.
The shit.
Good.
Yeah, look at him, bro. They fucked him up.
Fuck them.
Well, didn't they kill like 170 people or something?
yep.
Shit, I don't know what it's up to now. Last time I heard it was like 150.
Well, other countries don't have these kinds of problems like America does with our guns.
Yeah, we're bad people.
This doesn't happen in any other country.
Nope. Just ours.
Except for when it does.
They look dead.
No, the other country, they come up with more fun ways, like running them over with a fucking truck.
I like the countries where, like, I don't know, like motorcycle thefts have gone up. Like people on motorcycles, like stealing from people. So they'll be like two up on a motorcycle, and then they'll like find like a victim, and then pull up alongside of him, and the dude hops off the back with a gun, and then robs you, and then they hop back on the bike and go. Well, now they've made it legal to like kill these motherfuckers. So there's all these videos of like someone getting robbed and then a car coming by and just running him over.
Yep.
Well, the shitty thing is, some of those are staged.
If your son was in a bar fight, are you jumping in after the fact?
It would depend.
I don't know. I guess. I mean,
It depends.
Did he get beat up by someone? Is he still getting beat up by someone?
Did he
Do I know who
start it?
beat him up? Did I see anything? Because if I know the guy who hurt him, then I'm going to knock his fucking face into next week. If he's still getting beat up when I walk in or whatever, then I might kill somebody. Like, I'm joking, but I'm kind of not.
Yeah, but is he getting beat up because he sexually harassed some woman?
Don't care. Not my problem. He's my son. He's right. Until proven otherwise in a court of law. That's my position. New West Virginia eliminates sales tax. New law in West Virginia eliminates sales tax on guns and ammo.
Get him, West Virginia.
And you guys are going the opposite direction to Colorado. That's kind of nice. 8:45 in high school.
45 pounds. Let's get behind.
That's more than I've ever done.
Dude, that makes my knees hurt just thinking about that.
Man.
Fuck.
I watched a guy squat fucking 500 in high school. The guy's jacked as fuck.
So this dude's doing 3 plates and whatever this is more than I've ever done. On each side.
Probably just said he was trans and got some hormones.
Fuck,
Yeah, my back's hurting now. Damn.
Yeah, that was easy. Right, he didn't even struggle with that.
He probably could have. He probably should have got 2 or 3 reps on that shit.
Right,
Man.
he could have.
He did great.
He can't even walk though. Look at him.
Yeah,
Right.
dude, you gotta strap up your knees with that kind of weight. Like it'll blow him out.
Well, his legs are too thick. He can't. He's got to waddle around.
Yeah, he's got that big dick in between his legs.
I guess.
Big energy.
He is a high school student, so I won't comment on his penis size.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
That bar's just fucking bending like a buzzsaw.
Dude, he got all the way down too. Look how many spotters he has. If he drops this, we need like 17 dudes.
Right.
Shit, I don't know
Be
if that would
feeling
be
that in
enough.
20 years.
Weird. All right, well, let's see what Rumble's saying now that we haven't been there for a minute. Oh shit. How far back do I have to go? Who just swallowed? I heard you.
Yeah, that was loud too. Did you know how to throw something?
Actually, executive orders do not expire. They can only be revoked, and it's laid out as a presidential power in the Constitution. I ain't getting in the fucking ocean anymore either. Last time we went to Hawaii, got fucking stung by a box jellyfish. Yeah, dude, the ocean's full of terrifying creatures.
But did you
The
die?
Japanese eat them all. Goddamn.
The documentaries told me the moon had sideways ninja stars on the dark side.
Oh shit.
Sideways ninja stars? The moon is clearly made of cheese. You can see all of the mold on it. God damn it, dude. When our Lord and Savior Elon gonna do the hustle and take over Disney? Oh, is Elon ever gonna do that?
Over.
I think it costs too much money. But I mean, if Disney keeps making shit movies, it'll get cheaper and cheaper. Just hang on for a little while. You ever crack open that bottle of ranch soda? No, dude. I was cleaning my fucking desk up and I like accidentally knocked it off the fucking table and it broke and spilled ranch soda all over my floor and I had to clean it up. It was a bitch.
How did it smell?
It smelled like jizz. It was gross.
Better than at least than that strumming.
Official light wouldn't work on the Asians though. They've got the squinted eyes so tight that about 3 lumens wouldn't get through. About 3 lumens would get through. I'm getting tired. God damn it. Ray dry humped E Honda again. Doesn't Snuffleupagus, don't you hate me? Isn't that a thing? Wasn't there like some other chat like a while back where you're like, fuck E Honda, he's a fucking pussy bitch and I fucking hate his face. No one can serve ranch like you. See, here we go, Snuffle. I swear there was something that happened. I can't remember exactly. I don't know. What's that?
I said, I think you might be thinking a couple that shoots.
No, I'm not.
No, I know. I'm just being facetious because he hates you too.
It's hard to keep a track of Honda's enemies.
Yeah, I got so many of them. That's okay. What is going on? His shoes melted to the ground. Oh, is that one of those fucking like meetup things where all the cars go through and fuck the road up? I bet that's what that is. I forget what they call those, takeovers or whatever.
Hooning.
Putin owns a palace worth $1.4 billion on the Black Sea. Let's look at Putin's palace. Looks like it's under construction. We got like blue tarps and shit, and it's all fucking shitty over here.
Over the sea.
Over the sea. Over the sea.
Pretty nice bunker he has under there, I bet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's some skills, bro. That's some skills. Look at this guy.
What in the redneckery? Always coming up with a new sport.
This seems like it would be fun, but also like one thing goes wrong and you're like so fucking dead, bro. Like it's a quadcopter. But like a bird flies into one of the things, or the motor fails, or a wire comes loose, or the computer fucking breaks, or your battery blows up, or whatever. Now you're just a quadcopter stain on the ground.
One blade flies off, hit the person next to you.
God damn, it looks like fun, doesn't it?
Decapitates. Oh, yeah.
I want one. Okay, I want one. You sold me. Ooh. Want to see the American math team again. Where did that one go?
Yeah.
Where'd it go, American math team? They're all Asians. They're all like Chinese. All right, guys. Well, I think that I am done for tonight. I have to go pick up my son from work. We got him a new car, by the way. Got him the car this morning.
Lamborghini Huracan.
No, it's a Honda Accord. So little Honda has a big Honda now, but he's super excited about it. And it needs some tires. We got to get insurance on it and get plates for it and get it good to go and legal. But other than that, it doesn't need anything. Like no codes, no nothing. It's got 200,000 miles. Timing chain was changed. Fucking paperwork for repairs. Everything's good. So I don't know. You guys remember getting your first car? How much freedom you suddenly had? You know,
Yeah.
it's a big day. It's a big change. Big fucking thing for him. X Adam 1 says mine is 403,000 miles and going strong. It's a sissy automatic, but it's the 6-cylinder, so it's the fast sissy automatic. Anyway, puppy's playing in the streets. That's always nice. All right, guys. Well, we will see you later. Deuces, y'all. Sean at P and Fridge. We'll be back on Tuesday for 2A Titty Tuesday with E Honda and friends, where we look at titties and guns. Which, you know, who could ask for more than that? That's my favorite chat, really.
Oh, there go the math team one right there.
Oh, the one we were looking for. This whole time, they were one scroll away. The American.
Let me get a second here. Hey, everybody, let's make sure we get E Honda some likes, subs, and shares. We're going to get E Honda freaking to 5K, bro. We got to fight being shadow banned. Let's do this, boys and girl and whatever you want to fucking call yourself.
Word,
Finish
man.
strong. Finish strong.
All right, y'all.
China, yay.
We'll see you guys later. Maybe tomorrow on Matt's chat. Don't know, but we'll see you then. Peace.
Take some pictures.
Oh, of the car?
Themselves.
No.
Yeah. I will.
Target's tomorrow.